So, gentlemen and lady, because we think we have a lady here, Lucia. So, good evening, and I have the pleasure to introduce our training session, our meeting session. Lucia just arrived. Ladies can be late always. So, I have the pleasure to open this training session. And first of all, to welcome our partners from Nubia, namely also Bart Verheugen, the CEO, and Johan Baselen as a Chief Technical Advisor, Chief Technical Officer of the company. As I indicated to you, we have developing and now hopefully, and not hopefully but on paper, concluded a very relevant partnership agreement. This agreement enables us two dimensions. The first of all, we can introduce new services, not only virtual tours, Google certified virtual tours, but also additional services, hotspots, and additional organizational or innovation what we will present, namely our partners will present to you. The second dimension is also important, not only to develop services, deliver the clients, but increase the visibility level of our work and also the places of the customers by presenting and maintaining our work, our virtual tours on a European-wide and now growing worldwide virtual tour city portal. So this is for the introduction, for your understanding of the context of our meeting, and now I have the pleasure to give the floor to Mr. Bart Verheugen, the CEO of Nubia, who will introduce the company, the services, and also Johan will also show us other technical functions concerning this tool and platform. So, Bart, please, can I give you the rights? So, presenting the rights. Or Milan, you should give the presenting right, I think, because now I am the manager. So, how it is? Or can you? Make where it is. Yes, make presenter. Okay. Yeah. Yes. So you show your screen on the top, the green, and the green. You have green. You have here green. Show your screen and. Very good.
Hello everybody, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we can. And how can I share the screen?
We can see it.
Okay. Okay.
You can enlarge your screen on the top if you want to enlarge. You can pull down this
Screen.
and enlarge it, no? Is it okay? Because for me, I can enlarge. So you can enlarge your screen. And can everybody see the screen depending on the new services? Okay. Yes, but please go on.
I'll look at your phone.
So please go on.
Okay, there it is. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Bart. I hope everybody can hear me. Can you?
You are.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you should.
Yes, me too.
Me too.
Okay, we all do. Okay, you all do. So I would like to introduce to you virtualtour.city. It's a platform that we started building 2 years ago, the moment Google opened the market for what they call the Google Trusted Photographers, as well as Google Trusted Agencies. So we started our service in Belgium, and the cities you see over there are cities where we have at least 20 virtual tours clients. So as you know, every company has a mission, and our mission is giving users, institutions, businesses to create highly interactive virtual tours and share them with the world. We also offer a lot of cities and corporate businesses an advantage or an advanced and personalized interactive virtual tour platform, and this is the contract we signed this afternoon with Attila. We also train our partners as well in sales as in being able to photograph panoramic pictures and give them access to what you will see in a minute, a sophisticated and user-friendly intranet. And of course, we keep developing new implementations on new technologies related to whatever based on virtual tour business. So I think the best example we can give is a company that we all worldwide do know very well. It's a brand brand before, it's the Coca-Cola, and I would like to share with you how they look at the virtual reality world and what they have done in the last 3-4 months with 13 people and how they approach that kind of market. So I'm going to the internet now.
Welcome to Atlanta. Welcome to the global headquarters of the Coca-Cola.
A little time before you.
And I'm Jamal Booker, Coca-Cola Archives Manager.
So just a moment, I'm going to the internet, and let's go to the big screen. Okay, here it is. So let's have a look. So what is this? Can you hide this? Is it me? Okay. So let's have a look at the history of Coca-Cola and how they look at the future of virtual reality. So it's no longer about panoramic pictures. We also started working in virtual reality in video, in streaming video, and then how they handle or what they do with their kind of virtual realities. Very slowly on the screen I notice. Okay, let's open the menu. I'm sorry about the delay on your screen. So they have been working on an environment to tell the story about how Coca-Cola started so many years ago. So why is it? Okay, here it comes. Here's a little delay on the screen, no?
And this video is not so good, but
okay. So as you can see, this is the interior of Coca-Cola, and they've put in a lot of interaction within their virtual environment. For example, if I would like to have more information about whatever hotspot you can see on the screen, you will notice that you will be able to share it on your Twitter account, you will be able to share it on Facebook. So there is a lot of, you could say, existing technology that you can enable within your virtual tour. Here there is some, so you can see, you can ask more information about it, you can start looking at videos, you can, in the right corner, or the left corner, you will see also a floor plan, where you can move from one room to the other room. And it makes a lot of things more interactive. And in the next screen, you will see a television. It happens into the virtual tour, and from the virtual tour, we will activate the television to play. So if you just have a moment to go that direction, you see in the upper corner, in the left upper corner, the spot in which room we are. If I push on the television now, it will start playing directly from the virtual environment. And this is what we are focusing on. So we're already enjoying it, but it takes some time before you guys see it on your screen. So just to give you an idea how the virtual world is evolving, because this cannot be whatever kind of information. So we go to the next slide. So what is virtual tour.business or .city offering you? You could say about the same as you just saw on Coca-Cola. The only difference is that they needed 13 people to do it and 3 months, and you will be able to do the same kind of interaction and to add features like this in only a few minutes. So that's what our concept is about. We do believe a lot that virtual reality will change the world. As I told you in the beginning of this training that we started the 1st of August in 2013, so this means we're on the market for 2 years. In those 2 years we did about 2,400 virtual tours, most of them in Belgium, that's the country we live in, but we have been working in South Africa as well as in Mexico. And our challenge was, instead of doing 10 tours a day, we would like to have about 100 tours a day and about more than 1,000 tours a week. And that's what we did since the beginning of July this year. So last month we sold and we produced and we published 612 virtual tours only in a very small region in Belgium. So let's have a look at how we did this. So I'm talking about the county West Flanders. We have about 14,000 businesses in this area. It's about 3,000 square kilometers, and we have about 1 million inhabitants. And you see, in 1 month with only 4 students, job students, we sold about 580 virtual tours for an average sales of 170 euro a tour. And as you can see, our top categories are restaurants, services and administration, fashion shops, of course hotels, and today more and more real estate. But you see that only in 5 categories we had about 30% coming from our going to our turnover. So that was just as we look at it as a proof of the concept. So last week we did a new experiment near Antwerp, a city we've never heard about. It's Schoten, near to Antwerp. But there are a lot of healthy and rich people living over there. And in about 2 or 3 hours, in one morning, we sold 18 businesses. And those businesses were already published within 24 hours, as well on virtualtour.city, but also directly to Google Maps and Google Street View. But I will give you more information about that later on. So you see, this is the way how we approach the market. What makes a concept like virtualtour.city very unique? First of all, the speed of delivery. This means if you sell a virtual tour today, tomorrow it's already online, it's up and running. You can manipulate and you can add the features you want to directly. So we made it possible, the ability to create new platforms based on even a short time event, an opportunity like we have in October. We have to do an exposition in Kortrijk, where we only have from 8 o'clock in the evening till the next day, 10 o'clock in the morning, we have to do a virtual tour for 390 companies. So what else makes us very special, I think, or unique, is that all the R&D is happening in-house. We do have a customized customer relationship management solution, and we do have a lot of experience and maturity. So the contract we signed today with eContent is one of the many contracts we sold already before, because we do work also in the same way of collaboration with, for example, the Best Western hotels in Belgium. We also have real estate people working for us, travel agencies, platforms. So, and we're very happy and proud with Attila that we also could sign the new contract. The whole system is made. We do have 15 countries where we have people working for us, partners. So we're talking about, on one hand, the ambassadors of the country, and we do have a lot of mayors who are in charge and responsible for the growth of the platform. So their task is to find as many local businesses as possible to put on the virtualtour.city. We challenge them, we promote them, so we give them all kinds of added value to make sure that they can approach their client on a proper way. So the strategy behind virtualtour.city is to get as many businesses, as many cities as possible online. Google launched in the US some months ago the new concept GIGO. GIGO is Get Your Business Online or Get Your City Online, where they do help the small and medium enterprises to make sure that their internet DNA is optimized. So they give them the possibility to add photos to their listing, to update their opening hours, to include a phone number. So they help the small and medium enterprises as well as corporates and make sure that their DNA is 100% okay. So now the part we like the most is how easy it is to publish or to work together on a platform like virtualtour.city. So it's all linked to the Google Apps for Works platform. So you do the concept Gmail, but then Google Apps for Works is for the professional environment. And this means that whatever happens, it's all very secure. It's with application on Google Apps. So you only have to fill in a contract, the name of the client, where do they live. It automatically calculates the latitude and longitude. You fill in the price, you've sold the contract, and then depending on your country, it's also looking for the VAT. And it's very important to know, if you would like to promise your client that he will have the connection with Google Maps or the Google Street View, you will have to fill in also the Google Plus program. So let's have a look what happens. All the red buttons you see on the right side, on the left side, they will become green if your form is okay. So you can upload a logo from here. It calculates, as I told you, the coordinates of the location. Very important, as I told you before, is the find Google+, because this is the only way how we can add them and how we can make the connection with Google Street View. And this form you submit to the server. And once you are, all this kind of information is uploaded, we have a very easy editor that makes it possible for you to as well upload and modify or change all the pictures, the panoramas you have been taking. Presentation I will show you in a minute, training how to get all that kind of information on virtualtour.city and on the Google Street View platform, but it's all in a very, what you see is what you get user interface. So from here you can put hotspots in it, you can make connections with social media, so you can do all kinds of adding extra features. So what are the next things that will happen? And perhaps Attila told you about it, because today you're still working with the iStar camera. This will change in a few, I think in 2 weeks, there will be new cameras. It's from the same company, NCTech. It's a real Google Street View camera. As you can see, it's mentioned on the camera. And it will make it even much easier to do the automation process and to upload pictures directly as well to the Google platform as to the virtual city. So these are the cities where we work in for the moment. So we're already active in 15 countries where people can help you in assisting how to approach the markets. But this will be for the next time. I will go now directly to the training material, how you can add, starting from today, the uploading of new virtual tour. So let's see if the screen is changing to the next presentation. That's the one. So you would like to see already the tours that have been made in the history. So we will share this presentation in SharePoint, so you will be able to have a look at the whole presentation in your own template. So virtualtour.business, where pictures tell your story. This means that most of our partners, they have their own platform. In your case, it will be econtent.virtualtour.business, where you'll have a resummation of all the virtual tours that have been made up till now. So in this environment, you will be able to see how many visitors your client had on their virtual tour. It will show more information about every particular client. But let's have a look at how we will help you, or how we will open the platform also for most of the members of eContent, how to register in the virtualtour.city dashboard. So you should open your Gmail accounts, and then in another window open the Virtual Tour Business website, login. And from there you will have to activate, you will go into the dashboard and activate the login with the button where is mentioned Google+. So you will see in a moment, because the screen is slowly. So on this button you have to push, and from there Attila will take over and he will give you the permissions on the platform and to see which areas, which possibilities you will have according to your business. You will notice that virtual cities will ask you to accept certain things that have to be enabled in your Gmail account, so that there is a possibility to use the platform as well as communication, as well as publishing platform. So this is something you only have to do once, for example, giving us the possibility to share your calendar. This makes it possible that we can schedule new photos, shoots for whoever is in the platform. So, but let's have a look how we add new clients to virtualtour.city. So you go to the same dashboard and your account will be activated thanks to your Google+. It will open and you will see some buttons and you will have to click on New Clients. And then you will see the form I showed you in the former presentation. So you will see a lot of red dots, and your challenge is that those dots have to become green, and you will have a screen like this where you have to fill in as much as possible information about your new potential client. Is still not mapped already or is shown in virtualtour.city, don't we will have the button Other, where it generates automatically new cities. And so today we have about 300 and something, but if, for example, your city is still not published, with that, with Other, you can create yourself new cities. Also, the category is very important linked to whatever happens in the Google search. And again, as I told you before, if you don't know if your client has a Google Plus page, you have the button Find Google Plus that will help you to check if your client is already or has already a Google Plus profile. So you do have tools within the system that will help you to find the right location, very important again to Google Maps, as well as their Google Plus profile, because if they do not have a Google Plus profile, it will be impossible to publish them on the Google Street View, platform. So if you filled in the form, you will get something like the next screen that's coming up, where all the fields have been filled in. And you see the red buttons all become green buttons, and from there you go directly into the virtualtour.city platform, where you will be able to upload your panoramas as well as your POIs. And the POI is the point of interest, static photos, and that you will be able to upload to the system. So how will you be able to do so? You can edit, of course, all the information about your client, and you can also upload from this system, as you can see, the number of POIs, the static photographs, as the panoramas will be shown directly into your dashboard. So if you click on Edit, it means that you go back to the form, where you will have more possibilities, because the whole virtual city concept is database driven. So everything is generated from databases. For example, if you would like to make a link to the TripAdvisor, to social media like LinkedIn, to Instagram, if you would like to add a YouTube movie to your virtual tour. So this is the screen that you will see where most of those things happen. We also enabled the system to add as many languages as possible. If you would like to give some more information about your client, for the moment in my dashboard I only have 5, but we can do all the languages that Google is also using in their translate.google. Again, very important, if you have filled in Google Plus profile, there will be 2 parameters, the longitude as well as the latitude, and this is what we do need before we can publish whatever information to Google Maps. And that's logical, because if you do not have that kind of information, you do not know where to put your client onto the map. So how will you be able to make your own virtual tour? It's the same system, but now we will not go to the edit field, but we will click on the business list and the virtual tour to work. See the list, so you have the edit. This is the database information you have to fill in, and then this you have the virtual tour. If you click on this, you come directly into all information that has been generated from your database information, and it will start the virtual tour automatically. You will be able to add, for example, a logo of the client on it. You will be here. You will be able to add a floor plan to your client's virtual tour. If, for example, a restaurant would also like to make a link that people should enable to book a table, it's also happening in this environment. As you can see in the right information of your screen, you have general information, you have the gallery, and the gallery means all the pictures that you have uploaded already to the, there you see upload points of interest, static photos or upload panels. It's also all web-based. It means you just add your files coming from your SD card or coming from your C drive. You add your file, you start uploading them directly to the system. So it's a process that goes very fast because we do use the latest technology for those kind of things we use to have. Then those pictures are uploaded. You will be able afterwards to give them a name. You will be able to make them visible, yes or no. You will be able to activate them as the start point. This is the static photo that will be shown on the platform in the virtual tour.city as well as the virtual tour.business. So for the panoramas, it's the same system, but instead of clicking on upload pause, you will click on the upload power, and then you will be able to see them in a different order. You will have the possibility to select those you would like to show to your, that will stay into the system but will not be shown on the virtual tour.city or on Google+. So it's just a matter of moving those pictures around, and from here you will also be able, if you click on edit hotspots, to add all kinds of new features, like for example adding music, adding movies. So you can put the arrows yourself. You can say, I would like to put an arrow on the door, and it should go from there directly to the kitchen or directly to the bar. So from here you really have a very user-friendly way how you can guide potential customers of your clients to the destination they would like to go. If you're already doing this, you only have to push on the right side of the screen on build tour, the one that's in red. If you push on this one, so your tour will automatically be generated. So, and then also to put the hotspots, you will be able to turn around in the panorama and put the hotspots very detailed on that place that you select where you would like to give more information. Like for example, the restaurant Meckenheck, we made a link on the right side of the door, or the left side of the door. The right side, we made the connection to YouTube, so you have a movie about the restaurant. And again, if we change something over there, we always have to build or rebuild the tour because it has to be regenerated. And so, as I told you, we do have a lot of possibilities in those kind of hotspots. You can have a hotspot that needs more information about some text, additional pictures. You will have hotspots to embed a movie. You will have also the external links. You can link directly to their Facebook page. You can do a lot of incoming from here, so that it becomes more and more in what we do believe that virtual reality enables more attractive storytelling. And then you see a different kind of hotspots in the right corner and also on the left. Those are the action buttons. If you have open, or if, for example, in the right upper button, the shop now, that I would start from here directly into my virtual tour, also e-commerce, that people can zoom in, they can have a look, remember the Coca-Cola product you noticed, and they can ask, or they can put it directly in their baskets. So I'm not the only one over here for the moment. I also have my engineer, who's responsible. I covered almost all the things Attila asked me, and if you do have certain questions, please feel free to ask. So you take over again.
Right now, we should ask.
Okay, thank you, Mark. So, questions, please.
I have one question. What in the situation that our client is there, do we have to make it for him?
Verification. Did you hear me? Did you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, now I can. Now I can.
Yeah. Thank you, Bart, for the answer. Some other questions, please. I would like to give the floor also to Johan to explain me the process, because inside all this service, beside the agreement, so all this service will be from tomorrow in your selling activities and our presentation activities. But concerning the organization of the service, I would like to ask Johan if he can explain.
Please. Should I give you back the message? But I think you have the presentation.
Yes.
So you can.
I think the easiest way is to, first of all, register yourself with, very important, with a Gmail account into our platform. And I think Attila will provide you with a mail with the correct URL for logging in. I will show you in real time how you do it, because it's absolutely not difficult. So when the moment you receive the URL, you go to it on the internet. So you will come into the screen. You will see this. So then the classic login screen appears, and our system, because we work with Gmail accounts, you can do everything from within the red Google Plus button. So make sure that you are logged in with your Gmail account, and then click on the Google Plus button, and will be registered in our network. So I will do it. The first time identification of a new user that is registered, and for users between 5 and 10 minutes before you get activated. So it's best to wait, let's say 15 minutes, and then just log in again, meaning going to the URL, clicking on login, clicking again on the Google Plus, and then you will see a dashboard. Depending on, of course, your position into the company, you will see more or less buttons needed for doing your job, of course. Most of you will only see the new client button, the green button on top, and a button called business lists, which will all the clients you have sold. This means those clients, you can edit information and see the virtual tour and have all the information bundled for it. So I will show you, if you have been on the roads and you have sold 1 or 2 clients, then at night you come at your computer, you open your system, like I told you, you click on new client, and then you get the form, as Bart already explained you previously. I'm waiting for it to appear. So you will get that form. So you will give your client name, and as you enter your data, you will see that the red dots will become green. There is quite a list of existing cities that are filled in our system, but depending on the country you are, it's good possible that the city you want is not listed. So you have the possibility to create new cities on the fly. Over here I take an existing one because I want to show you how you get the coordinates. So you notice the address is filled in, and then when you click on the Get Coordinates button, it will automatically calculate the right coordinates for Google Maps, depending on the address that you filled in. Of course, it's very important that you provide the correct address, of course. So next, you select category out of a list that has been tested around. We take, for instance, a simple shop. There's no much discussion about that. And then the email address of the client, which is very important because that email address is needed for the company to do communication with the clients. So if they are leaving mails from out the system, we need it so that we so the next fields, you see there's no green, no red dots. This means those fields are not necessary to fill in. Of course, Bart already explains, if there is no Google Plus link filled in, there's no way that we can know that we have to link that to Google. So Google Plus link. So I will change the name to the existing one. So you can click on the Google Plus. This will open the screen. And this one is linked directly to the Google Plus database server. So if I type of a company, I will wait a bit because you will see that there will appear a list of companies with that name. So if I click on it, If it's not appearing on the list, you should try with the address. It's linked directly to Google Maps. So you will see in the list it appears. On the second line, the company appears. If you click on it, you will have the information displayed. The blue link will be the Google Plus page. So you can right-click, copy, and paste it into your form, or go to it, and it will open in a new window, so you can check if it is that specific company or not. So, and that's, if you also have the Facebook link and the website link, you can enter them over here. If you enter them over here, they will appear immediately in the info screen of your luxury tour once it's published. So it's important, if you have those links, just fill them in, and they will be. So, and then, the moment all the buttons, all the red buttons become green, you will see the submit button on the bottom will appear. So the only thing you have to do is pressing submit, and then that client is generated in Google, and then people can start uploading pictures to it and publishing the tour. So that's basically the workflow for somebody who is selling on those. For the photographer, I think so. That's all for the sales, and for the photographer, it's only uploading the pictures. I mean, it's classic, selecting the pictures, click upload, they will start uploading. So there's not much difficulty on that. Okay, I think that's for this.
Thank you, Johan. Thank you. Thank you, Johan. Thank you, Johan. I would like to add what was not mentioned here, that the Google will publish, then you will receive a notification email about this event. So this is all process automatic. But also you can follow also your uploads also on the portal or the virtual business. Yes. Okay, thank you. So, connecting emails, how to connect it, okay, maybe don't do it, it's very simple. So, but principal comment, please, your principal question. If there are any question, until the question comes, I would like to again emphasize that tomorrow our guests are here morning, but yes, tomorrow morning until 12 o'clock, can we count on your presence? Yes. So, plans where Google certified virtual tour is needed, and perhaps some specific things, specific conditions are raised by the client. So please send me by email or our link because we have already some subjects. Also, Dimitri has a subject, I have a subject, but still, if you have also some serious client or serious cases for virtual tour type 2, according to this, so the Google certified virtual tour questions concerning a real client case, please send me an email today. And also we will organize the distribution of logins and passwords step by step as soon as the need will be if somebody has something to publish. So, and also the training assistance will follow from our Luxembourg coordination office. So, other questions or any other business before I close the meeting? Prices for, yes. Please, Terry. So tell us. Questions. Okay. So of course this is not the subject of this training because now the training is technical marketing, and this is relevant question based on this, but we will discuss it in a separate question. This is we have full sovereignty of our pricing, so our certified service providers, subcontractors will not interfere with us, and so in each region we have to find the optimal pricing policy. So that's what we can discuss now.
Going the platform to register themselves as automatic, and as tomorrow you can always start to use. Second thing, you have to know that we will be able to
I can't understand you.
before the camera. So as long as you have to set different tools.
Yes, so these are the details. Some other questions from our guests? Okay. So again, thank you very much for your presentation, and I think we can deliver this service very soon and in support of our service provider partner, Nubia. So thank you very much all, and have a nice evening. And don't forget to send me the email of your urgent cases, and also tomorrow we can discuss, we can inform you our price policy is changed for what was mentioned here. Team leaders who have already some requests to create a Google virtual to Google virtual. Thank you very much, and I can close the meeting.